Welcome to the Week 12 Fantasy Football Circle of Trust, the best 2 minutes in fantasy football. Texans quarterback Matt Leinart enters the Circle of Trust. His career rebirth begins on the road versus the Jaguars. Leinart is protected with a phenomenal rushing attack and a great defense. He's going to give you good enough numbers for those that play in 2 quarterback leagues.
All-Pro wide receiver Andre Johnson returns, and so do I.
Panthers running back D'Angelo Williams enters the Circle of Trust. On the road against the winless Colts. Williams has only rushed for 1 touchdown this season, but the Colts have given up 12 on the ground this year. Enough of the workload will be there for a solid day. Browns wide receiver Greg Little enters the Circle of Trust. On the road versus the Bengals this week for the rookie receiver. 52 targets in the last 6 weeks. Targets lead to touchdowns. He hasn't busted out over 100 yards or scored a TD yet, but the odds are in his favor with the Bengals missing corner Leon Hall. Colts tight end Jacob Tamme enters the Circle of Trust. They take on the Panthers at home, and Carolina's defense has been abused by opposing tight ends for much of the season. Tamme should be a prime target for Curtis Pano or Dan Orlovsky this week. They're both bad, but they still should get him involved in the offense. Last week, 6 catches for 75 yards is attainable versus the Panthers. The Seahawks defense enters the Circle of Trust. This comes from Scott 2.0. They're at home versus the Redskins, and they have 5 fumble recoveries in their last 3 games. Redskins quarterback Rex Grossman has thrown 12 picks and fumbled 3 times this year. And the 12th man should be in full effect this week for the Seahawks. And finally, Broncos linebacker Von Miller enters the Circle of Trust. They play on the road versus the Chargers. Miller has been active, recording at least a half sack in 8 of his 10 contests this season. The Chargers offense provides a lot of playmaking opportunities for this rookie linebacker. That's the Week 12 Fantasy Football Circle of Trust. I'm the baseball genius, Adam Burnett. If you want to see more of my work, you can go on to baseballgenius.com. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm a baseball genius.
Auf Wiedersehen!